feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no
Real quickly, let's go over the Meek Mill saga. So Meek Mill recently, I think Meek Mill must have consumed some ayahuasca or some mushrooms, man. That nigga been having all type of revelations and all type of woke shit going on his Twitter in the last, I don't know, I want to say like 2 months. But recently, he came with a stream of consciousness, and this stream of consciousness is Meek Mill talking about how the music industry has done him ever since he chose to not play their game. What does that mean? He is now an independent artist, and according to him, you know, people are, you know, they've kind of started doing a few things to fuck with his name. So let me read a couple of these tweets. Meek on April 26th says, when I went independent, hold on, let me put this here. Meek says, when I went independent, they tried to kill my name. I did a report of my streaming. Like when Cybertruck and 5am in Philly drop in, everything drops 60%. And I'm hearing a label telling people not to play my music or book me because I went indie? This better not be true. They let these companies put campaigns on me over money while I got reform uplifting people. I did that because it was real. Not for image or for money. It kind of killed my spirit from being around that stuff. All my shit sold out. They tried me though. Think about it. I ain't had my own show in New York City for years. And I sold out to Barclays with Flex in December 2024. And Meek and Friends sold out to Garden. I'm selling out Albany, New Jersey, Connecticut, Philly. What's going on? Now, it's not just New York and D.C., Boston, Chicago. At L.A., Atlanta, Houston, no opportunities for years. But it's back lit. And I'm just studying what's publicly taking place. It's a silent war taking place towards us. I'm mad as shit. Niggas can't see it. He continues. Now, this is, I think, either earlier today, or yesterday. I'm not biting my lip because I'm not with gossiping about what another man can do for you because they rich. I'm a dream chaser. So I don't be listening to you old niggas now. I would have never made it following this type of attitude and game.
When I had to shoot out, I went with Dame.
But break that down,
because I can't, because Jay-Z.
Okay, so this is Oskino. So I guess Oskino's talking about him. I need beats. My album done, but this one I make my best songs. All my niggas get at me. Shit serious. We about to earthquake the summer. So I see everything. I see it. I see it now. I see everything for what it is. Letting companies put campaigns on me to do brand damage is wild. While I'm doing worker reform and raise 50 M's and changing laws. Y'all don't think I've been through enough? Or y'all want me to get on that Tupac radical shit? I'm trying to live in peace. But this what I gotta do for my respect? And I overpowered that weak shit. But I don't think I could be in the rooms with people that know people that's trying to blackball me, starve my family. If my family come close to starving, they gonna have to silence me only with death. Since I went independent, shit been moving so weird. I'm still selling out all my shows and shit. That's why I made Charlemagne, that shit with Charlemagne an issue. I made 80 million off rap since the Drake beef. He not on my level of achievements. Wait, Drake? No, you talking about Charlemagne. Okay, he bugging because Charlemagne just signed a 200. He's tweaking. He's tweaking. He not on my level of achievements. Total lies about my brand to the masses. That was. And last one, all that Meek, you talk too much. They want all the rappers and athletes to shut the fuck up. Because, check it. Anyway, chat. Shout out to Meek Mill. Meek Mill is my close personal friend. Me and him, we talked not too long ago on FaceTime. So I'm gonna be a little bit cautious in my approach to kind of breaking down what's going on with Meek Mill. Okay. Meek, I'm here to tell you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I gotta be. There is nobody that is having these secret meetings only trying to suppress you. It doesn't happen. It ain't happen. It won't happen. I want to tell you something that maybe was a secret to you and your team, or maybe a secret to many people in the industry and their teams. When y'all compare the difference between y'all being signed and y'all not being signed, let me just tell y'all this once again. Half of what you've seen with signed artists is fake. It's fluff, including you. The ego you developed when you were signed, you were never that hot. They made you that hot. They made the perception of you that hot. If you don't believe me, why everybody ain't running to go independent? Kendrick got out of his deal and still did a distro deal with the majors. Drake is suing his label, and I got to bet up he's going to stay with the label. Half of what music is smoke and mirrors. Nobody's picking on you, Meek. The reality is you was never that hot. The labels made you seem that hot. And it's not only for you. Once you're in the infrastructure, you're going to start believing your own hype when the label created the hype. So when you say your shit went down 60%, yes, 60% of what you think you are is all fake. And that's not only for you. I'm saying it for all signed artists. It's all fake. And it's created by the label to fool the fans. So when you're now on the label, there's nothing more to fool. The 60% goes away. It's not people plotting on you. You just finally figure out where you actually stood. You stood at the 40%. And even that is still pretty good because a lot of people drop 80%. But for all y'all signed artists, you don't make enough money for Atlantic, Warner, or anybody to say they need to spend money to repress you for their bottom line to get better. They own your catalog. They own all the best works and the most streamed works you have. If anything, they're hoping you could do some other shit that helps promote their old shit. They don't give two fucks like that. Now, some of them might not want to give you the biggest alley-oop as you go independent. Who would? Why spend mad marketing dollars on you when you're going to leave? So they don't give a fuck about you. But are they actively working to try to keep you down? Sorry. Don't let me have to use the Boosie line on you, but you're not bigger than the program. You're not bigger than the program. Atlantic was down to see Youngboy leave. And Youngboy gave him 22 of them things. 22 albums. They were down to see him leave. They're okay with Meek Mill leaving. They were down with Kodak leaving. Yeah, they're not like, oh my God, let's kill these. No. They own your catalogs already. But I just want, the bigger point is not a Meek Mill point. Meek needs to acknowledge, y'all artists were never as hot as you say you thought you were. When you sold 250,000 records, that was never you. That's not off the muscle. The label did that. That's the label. You have to realize that the DSPs, the label, own part of it. Billboard, they're incentivized. They all work together. Luminate, they all work together to create this infrastructure that y'all get judged off. And then when y'all are not pretty much not in it, y'all don't want to get judged off first week sales no more. First week sales judge the rest of the industry because the fluff is there. You don't have the fluff. It's okay. So, I think Meek think he's having an independent run. Good for him. But that independent run will never be a major run. Because I'm telling everybody right now, with every major label, 60% of what you see at the very minimum is fake. And what I mean by fake is it's created. It's not organic. I want to go back on my fake shit because I want people saying, oh, it's just completely fabricated. No. It's basically baked into the cake of being on a major. They move shit around to give the appearance of it. But it's fluff. It's fluff that's paid for. It's fluff that's incentivized. It's fluff that's leveraged. And I see Meek, who seems like he wants to just only be independent. You'll never get back there. I don't care what song you got. There's no song you could make to get there. The labels have ran the shit longer than you've been alive and I've been alive. You think you about to go solve? What you think, nigga? You want a Honda Civic or something? What you think you about to do? You about to recreate the wheel? Nobody ain't about to recreate the wheel. And I say that And I'm not being critical of Meek. I said even about Drake. Ain't nobody recreating the wheel. This is the music industry. And when niggas could recreate the wheel, the music industry rather kills itself. Ain't nobody recreating the wheel. That's point blank, period. Y'all niggas is in the music business, and y'all will never change the music business. Michael Jackson died and had to give up the shit where he had even way more leverage than all you niggas. Y'all will never change the ecosphere and everything that's going on in the music business. Y'all will come, have y'all time, have your fun in the sun, get these inflated, whatever you want to say, but at the end of the day, you're never bigger than this motherfucking program. And if you think you ever are, leave and try to do it. Drake trying to do it from within right now. But you know what would be more interesting? If Drake was off Universal and he had to do it. There's nobody bigger than the program. Not one of y'all. Taylor Swift is the closest at this point, and she's with the program. She's with the program. I'm telling all y'all not bigger than the program. Taylor's the biggest one, and she's still with the program. So y'all get in line, and y'all also understand that when y'all go independent, whatever you think you are now, nobody's hating on you. 80% is disappearing instantly. Bang! You're like, damn, niggas don't fuck with me no more. The illusion is over. The illusion is over. Y'all like the day streams more than the night? So I hope people realize that wasn't a Meek Mill rant. That was listen, and I'm not here trying to say, oh, Universal or Warner or they're good or whatever, but I hate when people complain about the music industry like they didn't also have the benefits of it. And I said that even about Drake, right? Like, everything y'all are saying about these companies, they created the numbers. This whole system that Billboard tracks was created by them. How do y'all get mad later on like, yo, this ain't fair no more? Yeah, it's meant for you to play the game. Y'all at some point thought you're bigger than the program. You don't play the game no more. You got to play the game. It's their game. And if y'all think y'all bigger than the program, go make your own program. Go make your own program. You know how y'all can make your own program? If y'all think y'all that lit, get off of DSPs. Get off of reporting to Luminate that Billboard's gonna get off of them charts. You know what you do? Go back to doing what niggas claim they did in the South. Sell out the trunk. Get your website, put your music on there, put your songs on there, bundle it with whatever, and then you show us the amount of money you make in a fucking week. And it's just like the Boosie shit. All right, so show us what your interview for to make now. Cool. You're bigger than the program. You going over there, you're going to do your own interview, you're going to do whatever. Show us how you could make, you made $80 million after the Drake beef. Show us you making $8 million off a distro kit, which I think you can. 100% I think you can. But 80 and 8 is a long different ways. Chat, I'm not saying this to be morbid. None of these niggas could beat the industry. None. Not one. Not one. Not one. You can't defeat. It's the music business. It's their industry. It's not even yours. What you think? Some fans gonna make you feel like they be getting gas over fans? Oh, I did a show. Meek knows this. I don't even know why Meek even be saying some of this stuff. He's like, yo, he's talking about bookings. Yo, half of these bookings, Live Nation is working with their record label. Live Nation's working with their record label to power this shit, pay for all this promotion that you could have a good show. You thought you was just that hot, my nigga? Like, go look at everybody's tour. When you go look at their tour flyer, you're going to see Live Nation and you're going to see their record label. Why? If the record label isn't the tour, why is the record label on there? You know why? They use the tour as promo, so the record label will invest into cross promo. The point is this, all this like Meek is like, oh, the show, why people, because most of that type of stuff is for the record industry. It's the music business, the labels. If you're trying to go around labels, you got to do what they do. So it's nobody, I don't think nobody hating on Meek, honestly. The only thing I've ever heard about Meek, they said he have a shitty attitude and he's mad arrogant. And he talks down to people. That's what I've heard. I heard that in Atlantic a long time ago. Never have I heard someone said, let's kill his career. Or, no, let me stop. It's not let's kill his career. Let's make sure nobody like books him. I've heard when niggas stop supporting you. But here's the thing. You're not owed support. You see, that's the thing where artists like Meek come in. That's entitlement. You're not owed it. Nobody's hating on you if they stop supporting you. Like let's say a media outlet or let's say TMZ will hit me up from time to time like, Ak, you want to come on here and talk about this? I probably get a boost in visibility, whatever. If TMZ says we don't want Ak on here ever again, can I go and be like, yo, nah, man, look what's happening. These niggas is hating on me. No, it's their choice. Like, we don't. So that's the only thing I've seen with Meek. Again, if he had proof, I think he would have posted it. If Meek has proof that nigga has paid money or like labels is actually telling people don't book him, Meek is one of the examples of when you leave a label, they literally turn off the valve. They turn the valve off. We're good. People would be surprised. Like, I know Meek Mill had to have seen like a audit of like his finances from his record deal. If you realize how much money is spent into an average successful artist in just brand recognition, in brand refreshing, just making sure that people still have this idea when you haven't dropped music for 2 to 3 years that this guy's still hot. Labels spend money on that consistently. An artist just feels like he's the man because he's going out to the club. Like an artist is really fucking stupid if you ask me. So when they come in, they're like, yo, so what happened? Yeah, all the other things that people were doing for you, like, it stopped. There's a lot that goes on to the music business. So I'm going to disagree here with Meek Mill, but my point isn't about Meek. My point is about any nigga who think he could go from the majors to independent. Listen, I love Drake, but shit, I think Drake finna do like 500, right? If Drake really went independent, I don't think Drake get past 300, straight up. And that would be like the max. Like, Kanye kind of pushes the max of what you would get independent. Kanye will get like 200. Drake, I think, will get probably like 3, maybe 3. Like, if it was Iceman, 330, straight independent. Bro, the reality is a label matters. This is why everybody's on the label. We ain't even talking about no niggas that's not on the label. Y'all can't name one nigga that's not on that we talk about that's not on the label. Kendrick is not independent. Kendrick has a deal with he signed a deal with PG Lang. Well, PG Lang is his. He signed a deal with Interscope. Kendrick Lamar is an Interscope artist. He's considered an Interscope artist. What are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. Even when they say they go independent, all that means usually is they go independent to do the bigger deal that's directly with the distributor. So they don't do a full deal, but they do a distribution deal with a bunch of like, services. And those services are exactly what you need to get the fluff. It's a fluff. Major label fluff. I'm calling it fluff, but there's a lot of things to it. I'm going to just say fluff. And I don't mean fake. It just mean that if you're not in the league, no one's going to see it. Okay, I think I've driven that point home pretty good. Chat, we had 5 hours? I think I started by the time I started this morning, it was early. Now I'm into lunch period. Anybody at lunch right now? Anybody on lunch? Who's on lunch? What y'all eating? What y'all eating, chat? YB's not independent either. There's nobody independent, bro. Bowl of fruits? Okay, being healthy. Chipotle? Stew pea soup, yeah? Weed is your lunch? Don't weed make you hungry? Spaghetti, okay. A Wawa smoothie. Okay, you guys are keeping it pretty healthy here. I do, listen, I don't want to make it where I could even be seen as attacking Meek. Because I do think Meek is he's progressing though. Like after I seen Meek finally figured out LinkedIn. Once I seen Meek finally figure out LinkedIn, I was like, oh, okay. By the way, Vlad hit me back. Vlad said, long story, we'll tell you later. I see Vlad talking about Claude, which is an AI bot. Say, Claude is helping me organize my whole music career and other business in days and is moving my business forward at a high rate. Some tech young bull I met on LinkedIn gave me an incredible template. Who else could help me with Claude? This is only the thing I've always been confused with Meek. And by the way, salute to that young tech entrepreneur or that quote-unquote tech young bull that Meek is mentioning. But how come Meek ain't never tell us nothing he learned from Michael Rubin, Jay-Z, and Robert Kraft? Like, do they just have him around for jester maxing, like just a bunch of clown shit and bunny hopping? Like, I've never heard him be like, oh, these guys taught me like this really dope thing. It feels like Meek hanging around the millionaires, learn nothing from them. It's probably the broke people that could teach him some shit. It's kind of odd. Like, I don't know. Like, what the fuck is Jay-Z taught him? And here's his LinkedIn page. Which, I'm just glad he has LinkedIn. LinkedIn actually is one of the most popping social media platforms, if you don't know. So it actually looks like a pretty good LinkedIn page. I'll be on LinkedIn sometime because I don't know what happened. We basically... Okay, of course, this is Meek typing. We basically in a deep matrix trapped between Instagram, X, TikTok, Snap. We have millions of fans. We can't even get real data from them. Where's the bots? I ain't gonna lie, though. Yo, Meek done turned into like a flat earther. Except he's a flat earther for bots. Like, every time I see Meek talk about some shit, he's talking about bots. He's talking about, and you know what it is? Ever since Kendrick and Drake and they got into it and bots became like this big topic, Meek start realizing I was onto something. Now I'm gonna give Meek the credit. Meek and his team told me back in 2015 when they were beefing with Drake and they told me, they were like, yo, I look at my comment section and there's all L's. It was like, yo, ain't no real street nigga would just log on Instagram and go in a nigga comments just to put L's. Drake got all type of bots doing it. And I was like, but he did tell me that. He told me that. It's like, Meek been on to the bots. He said bots from back then. So at least according to him, he would say like Drake dispatched the bots to spam like his shit and say L's. So now when he's seen bots come back with this Kendrick shit, he was like, fuck, I knew it. I was just 10 years too early. So that's why Meek right now is like Meek Shadam. It's like he's in another dimension with his shit. Okay. All right. Hey, listen, man, I'm supporting it. As long as Meek is posting his LinkedIn page, not a link to a vibrating panties Amazon link, I'm good. y'all remember when he said it? Y'all remember when he said? Remember when? Oh, he's still up there. Nah, that's crazy. He ain't deleted yet. I need vibrating panties with the remote. LOL, they on Amazon? Yo, Meek is getting better, bro. Yo, oh, listen, if you think Meek not making no progress, he went from this being the smartest tweet to at least having a LinkedIn page, bro. He doing better. He doing better, bro. He doing better, bro. So I need the vibrating panties with the remote. Yo, this is his page. I ain't capping. Look, like, because y'all gonna think I'm lying. Look. 10 million followers. This is shit. Look, he May 28, 2021. He ain't deleted nothing, bro. He just leave it up there, bro. Yeah. Then he had another one where he was looking for like dildos. Y'all remember that one? You might delete that one. This was it. It's a. Oh, it was right after this. I think he did delete. I need vibrating panties with the remote. LOL, yo, Amazon. Then the next tweet was, How do you unlink your Twitter from your Amazon account? This is urgent. I just purchased 10-inch super long realistic dildo for women. Waterproof, ultra soft silicone dildo, life penis wand for women and men. Find out more about the product here. Oh, man. Nah. Yo, I'm telling y'all, Meek is doing better, bro. Meek is doing better now, bro. We got his LinkedIn page. We got his LinkedIn page. That's good. That's good. Yo, I'm telling you, Meek is only, like, he one of the only rappers. I see him progressing. Bro. I see him progressing. I can't even lie to you. I see him progressing. I see Meek progressing. But I do want to say to him, I don't think no one specifically, like, labels was like, don't book him. I think most of y'all artists, y'all get off a major label and y'all don't realize it is not sweet. It is not sweet, man. It is not sweet. All right.